South Korea and the United States have struck a full trade deal, lowering the reciprocal tariffs on South Korean exports to 15%. President Donald Trump met with key Korean officials in Washington to finalize the agreement, which includes hundreds of billions of dollars in South Korean investment. Our Byeon Ye-young starts us off.
South Korea and the U.S. have come to a complete trade deal that will see South Korea charged 15% tariffs. U.S. President Donald Trump held talks with Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Economy and Finance Yun-cheol, Industry Minister Kim Jung-kwan, and Trade Minister Yeo Han-koo in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday local time. They finalized a trade deal just 2 days before the 25% U.S. reciprocal tariffs on South Korea were to come into effect on August 1st. Along with the 15% tariffs, South Korea will invest $350 billion for investments owned and controlled by the United States, which will be selected by Trump himself. Of that investment, $150 billion will be used for cooperation in the shipbuilding industry, and $200 billion will be invested in other sectors, such as semiconductors, nuclear energy, and biotechnology. The U.S. Department of Commerce also stated that the United States will hold 90% of the profits from South Korea's investment fund in the U.S. South Korea will also purchase $100 billion of LNG or other energy products and will further open its market to American products, including cars and agriculture. But South Korea's domestic rice and beef markets will not be further opened. And tariffs on automobiles have also been reduced to 15%. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick also stated that tariffs on South Korean semiconductors have been set at levels that are not less favorable than those applied to other countries. President Lee Jae-myung is set to visit the White House in 2 weeks for a bilateral meeting. Even though a full trade deal was reached, Finance Minister Yun-cheol's meeting with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent will take place as scheduled on Thursday. Byeon Ye-young, ArirangNews.